This weekend in St. Louis, Missouri, in the University City neighborhood of St. Louis, a Jewish cemetery that dates to the 1800s was the subject of another attack. Nearly 200 headstones were thrown over, broken, toppled in that cemetery. Local press in St. Louis has since been full of these heartbreaking pictures of people turning up at the Jewish cemetery to find their grandparents' headstones, finding them broken and thrown over. This comes on the heels of Jewish community centers around the country facing several waves now of bomb threats and vandalism. The most recent spate of bomb threats happened just yesterday. In St. Louis, the local police are investigating what happened at the cemetery, but as yet there have been no arrests. But look, this was part of the response online after the word got out today about what had happened in that Jewish cemetery. See the headline there? Muslims unite to repair Jewish cemetery. These folks set a goal of raising $20,000 by March 21st to contribute to the repair and then the replacement, if need be, of those broken headstones in that Jewish cemetery. Again, their goal was $20,000 to be raised by March 21st. They raised over $20,000 today in 3 hours. In this case, they say they're going to continue to raise money at least for a while longer. Quote, any additional funds raised in this campaign will assist vandalized Jewish centers nationwide. But that $20,000 they raised today in 3 hours, that'll go to that cemetery in St. Louis to repair those headstones. They say, quote, Muslim Americans stand in solidarity with the Jewish community to condemn this act of desecration. We are at an unusual time in our history, you might have noticed. National politics has veered, and it keeps veering in unexpected directions. It's sort of hard to know on any given day what is likely to happen next. That can sometimes be exhilarating. It's mostly exhausting. But even in unpredictable times, some principles of human behavior, human reaction, human decency, right, still hold. And what we are learning in this new era that we're in the Trump era, what we're learning already 4 weeks into this, is that no matter how strange things get in national politics, you can still count on Americans to do some predictable things. You can still count on the principle that in our politics, when there is an action, there will be a reaction. And as radical as these changes feel in Washington, the radical changes in Washington and the things they have made us worry about as a country, they are also causing a strong and serious change all over the country outside of Washington, in the cities and in the small towns, in red states, in blue states, everywhere. And it's not as easy to track because it's not all happening in one place with a national press corps there to look at it. But if you start looking for it, it's almost stunning.